Hey, what's up guys? It's Sunday afternoon. It's been a gloomy day. It rained all morning and it's supposed to rain all night. It's just a little break in the weather right now. It's not the best weather, but I guess it works for having to stay indoors all day. Well, except for filming this, of course. So earlier today I drove to Chattahoochee National Forest, and while I didn't get out of the truck at all, decided to grab some food. I was surprised. There's a lot of people there, a lot of people who weren't social distancing, but check it out. You can see almost all the roads there are dirt roads, and it doesn't really show great on camera, but you can see I got dirt all over. But a little funny thing that happened to me was I was driving on one of the forest roads, and I got up to a point where there was a water crossing, and it, like I said, it had been pouring, so the water was really high. And so I went through it, and I got to a part of the trail, and it started getting like too narrow. It was more for like ATVs or, you know, Jeeps, not a full-size truck. So I turned around and I go back through the water, but right before I go through the water, there's another car that pulls up, and it's like a tiny sedan, and I guess their GPS had shown the forest road as a navigable route for them. So they show up in their little car to this trail, and I come rolling through, and I just tell them, hey, no, you're not, there's no chance you're gonna make it. You need to turn around, because I'm turning around. But it was funny because they seemed like they were just totally lost. But I mean, they smartly turned around and went the other way. But I do have footage of the water crossing, and I'm really excited to show that. I also got time lapse from my drive up to there and then back, so I'm excited to show you that. But a few people have been asking what else have I been doing to pass the time, of course, aside from driving, because I can still socially distance while in my truck. I've been playing video games. The two that I've been playing the most are Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2. Both of those games are pretty old now, at least a year and a half, I think, and I've just been racking up the hours on Assassin's Creed. I think I have 80 or 90 hours now, and I'm still only on chapter like 6 or 7 of 10. But I've just been grinding. But Red Dead Redemption, I started playing when it came out and got to chapter 3 or 4, and then I just dropped the game. So I'm picking it back up, and this is perfect timing for me to finish the game. But I also started reading some books. I picked up reading Dune again. I've read Dune 2 or 3 times. I think the first time I was like 13 or 14, and I didn't get it. I was just reading the words, and they were going in and out, and they didn't make sense to me. And then I read it again probably 4 years ago, and it was pretty good then, so I started reading it again. I mean, it's such a massive book, and it's, you know, there's so much to it, and you can get kind of overwhelmed. So it'll probably take me a year to finish that. And then what else? I've been going to work, but work hasn't really been all that fulfilling. I've basically been doing some paperwork and sitting. I am trying to leave early. I did do the paperwork to try to leave as quickly as possible, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Also, the DoD said that they're extending people to stay in place with no leave, no TAD, no PCSing until June 30th. So I don't know if I'm going to be caught in that, where I'm going to be staying here for another 2 months. I mean, that's really going to suck, and really, I mean, I shouldn't complain. There's people who are losing their jobs, and there's people who are worrying about making rent and putting food on the table, and I'm put up in a hotel on someone else's dime. So I should have no right to complain, but it's still one of those things that I can still be frustrated while still understanding the scope of everything else that's going on. The last thing I wanted to do was give a shout out to one of my friends. He has his YouTube channel, and he was kind enough to give me a shout out, so I think I might as well do the same. It's OfficialSumbuco, and this guy is a trendsetter. Let me tell you what, he was wearing masks over his face in January. He's ahead of the times. He's great. but he does playthroughs. I think he just finished up doing Dead Cells. I've never played the game, but I watched his playthroughs, and it's a pretty cool game, and he has pretty cool content, so check him out. Again, I appreciate you guys watching as always, and stay safe while everything's going on, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.